Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus hands over houses to flood victims of 4 districts. If the trend of cooperation and sympathy continues, Bangladesh may turn into a brave and self-reliant nation, says Chief Advisor. Government efforts to continue to build a modern air force, Chief Advisor informs a function marking the exercise of Bangladesh Air Force. The Tribunal's investigation agency finds forensic evidence of Sheikh Hasina's audio statement that 226 murder cases have been filed and she got license to kill the 226 people. Court directs to seize the assets of Joy, Putul, Radwan, Ajmina and Rehana Siddiqui following the application of ACC. Government employees with timescale and selection grades will get higher grades. About 15 lakh officials and employees of government and autonomous bodies will come under this facility, informs the Appellate Division. The Trump administration gives 3 months' time to implement the new tariffs, and if necessary, the deadline will be extended through negotiations, says Finance Advisor. There is intelligence report about India's attack in Pakistan within 24 to 36 hours, says Pakistani Information Minister. Tigers beat Zimbabwe by an innings and 106 runs in the second test in Chattogram. Mirage scored 104 and bagged 5 wickets in the second innings. Assalamu alaikum. Headlines there were from the news at 10. I'm Mahmoud Rahman. Let's move on now to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus today distributed houses among the flood-affected people of 4 districts in the country. Joining virtually from the Chief Advisor's office, Professor Yunus handed over the houses to the flood victims of August-September last year in Feni, Noakhali, Comilla and Chattogram districts. The Chief Advisor said it was the government's responsibility to stand by the flood-affected people, and that is why it took the special housing construction project immediately after the flood. He said Bangladesh Army has set an emblem by building houses for flood victims, maintaining standards and transparency. Professor Yunus urged the beneficiaries to ensure education for their children so that they can be good human beings and good entrepreneurs.
যে টাকা দিয়েছিলাম তার অর্ধেক টাকাতে কাজটা করেছে। এটা চমৎকার কাজ হয়েছে। ভবিষ্যতে এরকম দুর্যোগের সময় তাদেরকে আমরা কাছে পাবো, আমাদের ভরসার স্থল হবে, যে আমরা জানবো যে সেনাবাহিনী এই কঠিন কাজ, এই কঠিন পরিস্থিতিতে সঠিকভাবে আমাদেরকে করে দিতে পারবে। সঠিকভাবে কাজ করার, একত্রে কাজ করার, দুর্যোগ মোকাবেলা করার এবং সৎভাবে করার যে দৃষ্টান্ত স্থাপন করলাম, এটা আমাদের সবাইকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করবে। এটা আমাদেরকে বড় লেসন, আমাদের জন্য বড় প্রাপ্য। এই বাড়িটি আপনার একটি অবলম্বন, মাথা গোজার একটা জায়গা। এখানে আপনারা পরিবার পরিজন, সন্তান সন্ততি নিয়ে বসবাস করবেন। যেহেতু এখন মাথা গোজার মতো একটা ব্যবস্থা হয়েছে, এখন একই সাথে আপনাদের সন্তানদের উন্নত ভবিষ্যৎ গড়ে তোলার দিকেও নজর দিতে হবে। তাদেরকে ভালো মতো পড়াশোনা করাবেন, যাতে ভবিষ্যতে তারা ভালো মানুষ, ভালো নাগরিক এবং ভালো উদ্যোক্তা হতে পারে। দেশের মানুষ আপনাদের পাশে দাঁড়িয়ে যে সাহস জুগিয়েছে, সেই সাহস সবসময় মনের মধ্যে ধারণ করবেন এবং দেশের মানুষ আপনাদের সঙ্গেই থাকবে। এই সহমর্মিতা দেশের সকল মানুষের মধ্যে এবং সকল প্রজন্মের মধ্যে ছড়িয়ে পড়লেই আমরা একটা সাহসী এবং স্বনির্ভর জাতি হিসেবে গড়ে উঠতে পারব।
Disaster Management and Relief Advisor Farooq-e-Azam Bir Pratik, Principal Secretary Mohammad Sirajuddin Mia, Army Chief General Waqar-uz-Zaman and Principal Staff Officer of the Armed Forces Division Lieutenant General S.M. Kamrul Hassan also spoke, among others, at the function. 4 beneficiaries from Feni, Noakhali, Chattogram and Kumilla district joined the ceremony virtually and expressed their satisfaction. Senior civil and military officials were present on the occasion. Bangladesh Army implemented the special housing project. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus said the government will continue its efforts to build a modern air force to face any challenge to protect the country's independence and sovereignty. The Chief Advisor said this while inspecting the exercise of Bangladesh Air Force at Bir Uttam AK Kondokar base in the capital today. Earlier, Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Hassan Mahmud Khan welcomed the Chief Advisor on his arrival at the BAF. At the venue, a smartly turned out contingent of Bangladesh Air Force gave state salute to the Chief Advisor. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus said that international standard training and practice is of immense importance to keep pace with the fast-changing technology of today's world. In this context, members of Bangladesh Air Force are always trying to up-to-date their knowledge skills by participating in multidimensional training programs and exercises regularly. He said the government will provide all-out support to BAF for adding modern fighter planes, helicopters, transport aircraft and radars in future in the Air Force.
এই মহড়া কেবল একটি সাময়িক অনুশীলনই নয়, এটি আমাদের সার্বভৌমত্ব রক্ষায় বিমান বাহিনীর পেশাদারিত্ব এবং দক্ষতার পরিচয় বহন করে। বর্তমান বিশ্বের দ্রুত পরিবর্তনশীল প্রযুক্তির সাথে তাল মিলিয়ে চলার জন্য আন্তর্জাতিক মানসম্পন্ন প্রশিক্ষণ ও অনুশীলন অপরিসীম গুরুত্ব বহন করে। এই প্রেক্ষাপটে বাংলাদেশ বিমান বাহিনীর সদস্যগণ নিয়মিতভাবে বহুমাত্রিক প্রশিক্ষণ কার্যক্রম ও অনুশীলনে অংশগ্রহণের মাধ্যমে নিজেদের জ্ঞান ও দক্ষতাকে যুগোপযোগী করতে সদা সচেষ্ট রয়েছে, যা এই মহড়ার মাধ্যমে আমাদের কাছে স্পষ্ট হয়েছে। দেশের সার্বভৌমত্ব ও স্বাধীনতার প্রতি যে কোনো চ্যালেঞ্জ মোকাবেলায় একটি আধুনিক ও সদাপ্রস্তুত বিমান বাহিনী গড়ে তোলার লক্ষ্যে আমাদের প্রচেষ্টা অব্যাহত থাকবে। বাংলাদেশ বিমান বাহিনী সময়োপযোগী পরিকল্পনা ও দূরদর্শী নেতৃত্বের মাধ্যমে সমসাময়িক ভূ রাজনৈতিক পরিস্থিতি ও কার্যকর আকাশ প্রতিরক্ষার পাশাপাশি বিস্তীর্ণ সমুদ্র এলাকায় নিশ্চিত নিরাপত্তা প্রদানের লক্ষ্যে কাজ করে যাচ্ছে। বাংলাদেশ বিমান বাহিনীর দেশীয় প্রযুক্তি ব্যবহার করে স্বয়ংসম্পূর্ণভাবে বেসিক ট্রেনের বিমান আনম্যান্ড এরিয়াল ভেহিকল তৈরি করেছে, যা বিমান বাহিনীর উদ্ভাবনী সক্ষমতা আত্মনির্ভরতার প্রতীক। বিমান বাহিনীতে ভবিষ্যতে অত্যাধুনিক যুদ্ধ বিমান, হেলিকপ্টার, পরিবহন বিমান, রেডার, সারফেস টু এয়ার মিসাইল, ইউএভি সংযোজনের জন্য সরকার বিমান বাহিনীকে সর্বোত্তম সহযোগিতা প্রদান করবে। আমাদের সকলের ঐক্যবদ্ধ প্রচেষ্টায় আমরা একটা নিরাপদ, উন্নত ও শক্তিশালী বাংলাদেশ গড়ে তুলব ইনশাআল্লাহ।
Members of the Advisory Council, chiefs of Bangladesh Army and Navy and high civil and military officials were present on the occasion. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus directed the persons concerned to quickly settle discussions with potential foreign investors to increase the capacity of Chattogram Port with world-class services in an effort to make the country an investment hub. The Chief Advisor gave the directives at a high-level meeting with officials of the Ministry of Shipping, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIDA, Bangladesh Economic Zone Authority, BEZA, Chittagong Port Authority and other relevant departments at the State Guest House, Jamuna, this afternoon. The Chief Advisor urged all the concerned departments to complete the work by August through proper coordination. BIDA and BEZA Executive Chairman Chaudhry Ashik Mahmud bin Harun informed the meeting that the current handling capacity of Bangladesh's seaports is 1.3 million units per year, which can be increased to 7.86 million units in the next 5 years through proper planning and action. He informed the Chief Advisor about the overall progress in the speedy completion of the Laldia port work for foreign investment. Shipping Advisor Brigadier General retired Dr. M. Sakhawat Hussain, Chief Advisor Special Envoy on International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui, Senior Secretary to the Ministry of Shipping Mohammed Yusuf, Secretary to the Chief Advisor's Office Mohammed Mahmudul Hussain Khan, Chief Executive Officer of the Public-Private Partnership Authority PPPA Mohammed Rafiqul Islam, and Chairman of the Chittagong Port Authority Rear Admiral S.M. Munir-Zaman, among others, were present. Former fascist Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been accused of contempt of court for allegedly obstructing judicial proceedings and issuing threats, with a claim brought forward today during a hearing at the International Crimes Tribunal. During the hearing, the prosecution informed the court that a forensic report had confirmed an audio recording where Sheikh Hasina is allegedly heard saying 226 cases mean we've got a license to kill 226 people. The tribunal heard arguments regarding these accusations of disrupting proceedings and threatening the court, marking a significant development in ongoing legal matters. Previously, the prosecution had informed the tribunal about the existence of such an audio clip, prompting the court to order a forensic analysis of the evidence. Meanwhile, Rashid Khan, General Secretary of the Gano Adhikar Porishad, has filed a complaint at the International Crimes Tribunal against former Additional Superintendent of Police and ex-Chief of Cyber Forensics Ishtiaq Ahmed. The complaint accuses Ishtiaq of aiding crimes against humanity during the July-August mass uprising in Dhaka by deploying drones to locate student protesters and then sharing that information with law enforcement agencies and ruling party cadres, allegedly leading to the killing and torture of protesters. Ishtiaq Ahmed, who was arrested earlier in Rangamati, was presented before the tribunal yesterday. The court has ordered that he be sent to prison. The High Court today set May the 8th for pronouncing its verdict on the death references of the convicts and appeals filed in the case lodged over the 2001 Romna Bottomul bomb attack. A High Court Division bench of Justice Mustafa Zaman Islam passed the order this morning. The High Court kept the date of the judgment on CAV Curia Advisari Volt on February the 18th. Senior advocates S.M. Shahjahan and Sarwar Ahmed, Advocate Mohammed Shishir Manir argued for the defence, while Deputy Attorney General Sultana Akhtar Ruby stood for the state. A total of 10 people were killed in a bomb attack on Chayanot's Bangla New Year celebrations at Romna Bottomul on April the 14th in 2001. Police filed two separate cases, one for murder and another under the Explosive Substances Act with the Romna police station on the same day. The Criminal Investigation Department filed the charge sheet against 14 people in the two cases on November the 30th in 2008. Dhaka's second additional Metropolitan Sessions Judge on June the 23rd in 2014 convicted and sentenced 8 people, including Harkatul Jihad leader Mufti Hannan, to death and 6 others to life imprisonment in the murder case. The death references of the death row convicts and jail appeals later came to the High Court for hearing. The Explosive Substance Act case, however, is still under trial at the Dhaka First Speedy Trial Tribunal. A Dhaka court has ordered to confiscate the immovable assets of ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's son, Shajib Wazir Joy, daughter Saimad Wazir Putul, younger sister Sheikh Rehana, and her children Radwan Mujib Siddiq and Azmina Siddiq. The court also ordered to appoint receiver of the confiscated assets. Dhaka Metropolitan Senior Special Judge Muhammad Zakir Hussain Ghalib gave the order today as per the demand of the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC. The seized properties included plot worth Taka 4 crore 98 lakh in the name of Saima Wazir Putul at Baridhara in the capital, plot worth Taka 61 lakh 87,000 in the name of Sheikh Rehana, Shajib Wazir Joy and Saima Wazir Putul at Digholia in Khulna, land in the name of Radwan Mujib Siddiq and Azmina Siddiq, besides land in the name of Sheikh Rehana at Tungipara in Gopalganj. Earlier, yesterday, order was also given to seize a flat in the name of Putul at Gulshan in the capital. The Appellate Division has ruled that government employees who have received timescale and selection grade will also be entitled to higher pay grades. The verdict was delivered this morning by a bench of the Appellate Division led by Acting Chief Justice Ashfaqul Islam. As a result, approximately 15 lakh officers and employees of government and autonomous institutions will benefit from this decision. Barrister Ibrahim Khalil, the lawyer for the petitioners, confirmed the matter. Earlier, in February 2017, the High Court had declared a Finance Ministry order regarding the automatic entitlement of government employees to higher pay grades as illegal. Finance advisor Dr. Salehuddin Ahmed has said that the Trump administration has given a 3-month period regarding the imposition of new tariffs and, if necessary, the timeline will be extended through discussions. He made the statement today at the 45th meeting of the National Board of Revenue's Consultative Committee held at a hotel in the capital. The Finance Minister commented that this year's budget will be realistic. The meeting was jointly organized by the FBCCI and the NBR in preparation for the 2025-26 fiscal year budget. The session was chaired by NBR Chairman Mohammad Abdurrahman Khan and was attended by Trade Advisor Sheikh Bashiruddin and BIDA Executive Chairman Ashik Mahmood bin Harun. The event was moderated by FBCCI Administrator Hafizur Rahman. Japanese ambassador in Dhaka, Saida Shinichi, made a courtesy call on Home and Agriculture Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry at his Secretariat office in the capital today. During the meeting, they discussed various issues of mutual interest, including processing and marketing of agricultural products, post-harvest management and preservation of crops. They also discussed climate and smart agriculture, irrigation and water management, participation of Bangladesh in the International Horticulture Expo to be held in Yokohama, Japan in 2027, meeting of the Joint Working Group on Agriculture, Security and Law and Order Situation, police reform, cooperation in traffic management and parliamentary elections. Expressing hope to increase Japan's partnership for the development of Bangladesh's agriculture sector in future, the ambassador said the International Horticulture Expo will be held in Yokohama, Japan in 2027. He invited Bangladesh to participate in this international expo. Turkish ambassador to Bangladesh, Ramiz Sen, called on information and broadcasting advisor Mohammad Mahfouz Alam today. The meeting was held at the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting this afternoon. During the meeting, discussions were held on developing relations between Bangladesh Betar, BTV, and Bangladesh সংবাদ সংস্থা with Turkish radio, television, and Anadolu Agency. At the meeting, Ambassador Ramiz Sen expressed his interest in developing economic and commercial relations between Bangladesh and Turkey. During the meeting, advisor Mahfouz Alam said that several new areas of development of relations with Turkey have been created. The government of Bangladesh is interested in energizing the field of cooperation with Turkey. Several issues of mutual interest between the two countries were discussed during the meeting. Councillor of the Turkish Embassy, Bora Tasdelen, was present during the meeting. Labour and Employment Advisor, retired Brigadier General Dr. M. Sakhawat Hussain, said that the labour law will be amended to protect the interests of both the workers and the employers of the country. He made the remarks today during a press briefing at the Secretariat on the occasion of May Day and National Occupational Health and Safety Day 2025. Labour and Employment Secretary A.H.M. Shafiqur Zaman and other senior officials of the ministry were present at that time. Mentioning that the amended law will prioritise the rights and interests of the country's working people, the Labour advisor said that the matter will be finalised following a meeting with the International Labour Organization in June. The advisor also disclosed the programmes planned for tomorrow's May Day celebrations, including a rally. This year, theme of the day is Workers and Employers Together, Let's Rebuild the Nation Anew. Dr. Sakhawat Hussain further stated that the events for this year's May Day have been designed with deep respect for the workers injured and martyred in the July uprising and with the spirit of that movement in mind. Election Commissioner, retired Brigadier General Abul Fazl Mohammad Sanaullah has said that the Election Commission has made it easier to correct errors in the NID card. However, he noted that completely changing one's name or identity remains a complex and time-consuming process. He made these remarks today while briefing journalists after a commission meeting. The Election Commissioner also informed that if someone has obtained 2 NID cards, the first one will be retained while the second will be discarded. Special measures have been taken across 56 areas during the voter list update to ensure that Rohingyas are not included in the voter registry, he added. The Election Commissioner confirmed that if any Rohingya manages to fraudulently get registered in the voter list, they will be dropped. Awami League as a political party should be brought under trial, and during the trial the registration of this party should be suspended, National Citizen Party NCP convener Nahid Islam says in Dhaka today. He said this at a media briefing after meeting with the leaders of Islami Andolon Bangladesh at its office in Polton in Dhaka city. Amar Bangladesh Party Chairman Mujibur Rahman Munju was also present at the meeting. The NCP leader noted that the old culture of extortion has returned and engulfed the country. He urged both NCP, AB Party and Islami Andolon to remain vigilant against this vitriolic culture. Amir of Islami Andolon, Mufti Sayyid Razaul Karim, said there is no room for election without start of trial and reform in the country. He said first we need to ensure both trial and reform. Chairman of Amar Bangladesh AB Party, Mujibur Rahman Munju, said all political parties should remain united. Any effort aimed at breaking unity would be resisted, he said.